Okay, today we're going to talk about building something really powerful. And no, not with bricks and mortar, but with words. We're going to figure out how to architect a message that doesn't just get heard, but actually gets felt. You know, the kind of message that inspires people and gets them to actually do something. So let me ask you something. Have you ever had that experience where you've poured your heart and soul into a brilliant idea, right? Or maybe some really important feedback, only for it to be met with crickets, just that blank stare, a polite nod, and then poof, it's gone. It is so frustrating when a great message just completely falls flat. Well, you know what? That all changes today. We are going to build a practical, step-by-step playbook for communication that actually works. And by the end of this, I promise, your ideas are going to have the impact they truly deserve. So let's get right into it and start with the foundation. Okay, so just like any strong building, you gotta start with a solid foundation. And when it comes to impactful communication, that foundation is built on 3 absolutely essential, non-negotiable pillars. Seriously, get these right and you are already halfway to winning. All right, first up, clarity. Now, I know this sounds super obvious, but honestly, this is where most messages completely fall apart. If your audience has to stop and try to figure out what you're even saying, you've already lost. Think about it. Instead of saying something like, leverage synergistic assets to optimize outcomes, just say, let's use our team's strengths to get better results. It has to be understood instantly. Zero jargon, zero confusion. Okay, next up, we have relevance. Look, you can have the clearest message in the world, but if it doesn't matter to your audience, it's just noise. You have to connect your idea directly to their world, their problems, their goals. Every single person listening is thinking one thing, even if they don't say it. So what? Why should I care? Your message has to answer that question, and it has to answer it right away. And that brings us to our third pillar, emotional resonance. This is the big one. This is what separates a message that's just understood from a message that's actually remembered, and even more importantly, acted on. You've heard it before, facts inform, but feelings motivate. Your message has to make people feel something, hope, urgency, excitement, empathy, whatever it is. That's how you make a real, lasting connection. So, okay, we've got our 3 pillars down, clarity, relevance, and emotion. But how do you actually bundle all that together? Well, the single most powerful tool for this is something we are all born knowing how to do: tell stories. It's all about harnessing the power of a good narrative. And the legendary screenwriter Robert McKee, he absolutely nailed it with this quote. I mean, think about it. We're just drowning in data and noise every single day. Stories are the life rafts. They're ancient, they're universal, and get this, our brains are literally biologically wired to pay attention to them. So let's really break down why stories work so incredibly well. First, a story makes an idea memorable, right? It gives it context, it attaches an emotion to it, and that gives the idea a little home right inside our brain. It also makes a message way more persuasive because it's not telling you what to think, it's letting you experience a situation and come to the conclusion on your own. And maybe the most important part, a story can take this tangled mess of complex information and straighten it out into a simple, understandable line. That right there is the real magic. But here's the thing, a truly great message isn't just a story. The real blueprint for making an impact is blending that narrative power with solid, hard logic. You absolutely need the rational case, but you've got to wrap it up in an emotional narrative package. Let's take a look at what that actually looks like in practice. Yeah, this comparison really says it all, doesn't it? Over on the left, you've got pure logic. You know, the charts, the data, the what. It's informative, sure, but it's cold, it's forgettable. But on the right, that's where you add the heart. You're not just presenting the numbers, you're telling the story behind the numbers. You're explaining why this matters. And that is what moves people from just understanding something to actually doing something about it. So what's the end game here? Why go through all this trouble to master these pillars and tools? Because the payoff it's huge. We're talking about turning a simple message into a shared mission, even a movement. And really, at the end of the day, this is the goal. This whole architecture of communication we've been talking about, it's how great leaders motivate their teams, it's how they get investors, clients, and entire organizations all pulling in the same direction, aligned around one powerful vision. It's all about creating that shared understanding and that shared sense of purpose. So there you have it. You have the playbook. You've got the pillars, the tools, the whole blueprint. So now the question isn't really about what you've learned here today. The real question is, what story will you build?